all y'all that's just joining us, we're gonna get into the introduction phase where we ask all the special guests to request the guest box. I need all the special guests to request the guest box. Okay, we're gonna take maybe 5 to 15 minutes to get to know all the special guests today. Before they give us their opinions, y'all gotta have some insight and background on them, right? We can't just be hearing opinions from people we don't got no insight or background from, right? I'm just saying. All right, let's go with, usually I would do my top badges last, but since she's a veteran on the show, she can open it up. Misfit Renee.
What's going on, babe?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. And Classy, I see you going crazy with the wheels. We all appreciate all the gifts, and thank you, Miss Renee, too. We like to keep the show going and running, so if we don't say thank you, just know that we love you. All right. Misfit. How you doing this week?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. I took today off. I needed a day off. I can't remember the last time I took a day off with streaming. I just kind of just do it every day. I don't know. It's not like tough. It's like I can, I don't know. I look forward to doing it every day, but I figured maybe I just needed to take a day off to take a day
That's
off,
always good. Mental reset, a mental, just even a psychological break. It's nothing wrong with that. We like to see that. That makes us healthy screamers when we do take breaks and we know how to turn it on and turn it off. I like that. And that's speaking for one of your very veteran top badges. She's a veteran top badge. She's not a newbie. She's not here last. She is a veteran in the game. Okay. She's a veteran.
4 years. 4 years on the 21st.
Are you on Meet Me, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got a veteran of Meet Me that is all our top badge in the live stream community, not just mine, but she's everybody's top badge because she's a veteran top badge. Okay. All right, Misfit, you got a long career on here, from entertaining people, being yourself, selling your personality. Misfit, you got a couple shows on here. Let's start there.
Okay, I was gonna say I love, I do something different every single day of the week in my stream. And so on Tuesdays, I do Tattoo Fail Tuesday, which is a riot. Like, oh my goodness. Some of the stuff you see people get. And then Fridays, I do Fashion Fail Fridays. So it's like that avant-garde, like super hoity-toity $2,000 outfit that you're like, do people really wear this?
Hey, what day is that again? I gotta catch that. I seen the tattoo thing, and there's some horrible tattoos come through there, and we talk about it. I've been there. So right, yeah, I like that show as well. So what about the other one? On Friday evenings or in the mornings?
Yeah. Well, I'm normally on in the morning and then in the evening. I do 2 streams a day on here about, so But yeah, I jump on and off throughout the day. So normally my calendar events, I'm like, yeah, that's just kind of an all day thing. So it's cool. Like, I don't know. I like doing it because I said it's funny and I love reacting to stuff with you guys and like getting to like have my friends come and be a part of, like, if I'm out somewhere doing something, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I like it.
All right. Y'all want to know a fun fact about Misfit? She's the first top badge this show. We can't let you get away without that. And guess what? She was a delight. We loved her. She was actually.
Did you go back and read that email?
hey, listen. She was booked for the following week and showed up a week early. And guess what? We enjoyed her a week early. So you were definitely delighted
for like 2 months.
But I have to tell everybody that you snuck on the show. But was it a good show for you when you snuck on?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until like 2 months later. Like I said, you weren't like, hey, so by the way, last night, like I
don't think you
don't open the box for me.
Hey guys, she's a veteran. Wouldn't that have been rude? I go to her and be like, hey, you snuck on my show. You did a good job. I'm not going to go to you like you snuck on my show. You know what?
I blame you. If you go back and read it, your wording, you said, all right, I'm going to put you in after I get back. Okay. And originally you'd asked me about Sunday. And I'm like, I blame you. I'm just saying. I blame you.
All right. Well, we can argue all night. This is your Misfit, a veteran top badge on Meet Me. Okay, you heard it from her. We're gonna let herself out the box, and we're gonna get to the next special guest of the night. And if y'all just joining us, welcome to the cutoff. We're going through the introductory phase where we meet all the special guests. When y'all might have to tell Sweet Voice Jay that the show is starting because I know she was eager to do it. So somebody might need to hit her up and tell her she needs to be in the guest box. All right, yo, Darnell,
What's happening, brother?
how you doing this weekend, man?
I'm holding it down.
I liked it. I liked it. Did you have a pleasant weekend?
Um, well, besides the Sharks losing both games in the home opener, and yeah, other than that, it's a good weekend. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So, yo, Darnell, you're no stranger at all to this live stream community. It was a pleasure to meet you when I met you some months ago. You're no stranger. You're a big part of this live stream community. You give a lot back to this live stream community. So, for the people that don't know who Yo Darnell is, which is an excellent musician and talent artist that holds it down for the live stream community, but who are you in this big world of POF, Meet Me, and Scout?
On these Meet
You
Me
got
streets, I'm the premier live music streamer. You come to my stream, you're gonna hear nothing but good tunes, good jams. I'm playing live instruments. I'm singing. I'll have special guests come in and they'll sing and perform for me as well. So this is an everyday thing for me.
so when do you typically scream so we know?
Um, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific time, 11 to 1 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, okay. So what has been your biggest accomplishment while you've been screaming?
Ooh. Besides meeting all the incredible people, other streamers that have had the luck to actually meet in person, I'd
I
say
actually met him in
performing.
person.
One more time.
I said, wow, you actually met him in person. I like that.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people in person. From the Vegas trips out at Taj Mahal's place to Playlist a couple weeks ago.
Nice,
I've been
nice.
able to meet lots of streamers from top badges to Juju in the stream here. So,
Yeah, I like that.
but I think my biggest accomplishment has to be performing on some of the talent showcases that they have here. Measure's Talent Showcase. Been on Unstoppable Idol. I'm the season 6 champion for Wolfman's Talent Express. Just being able to showcase my talents across the board to other people and get my name out there like that.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So for y'all that don't know, Yo Darnell, he participates in a lot of shows on this app that's featured and geared around music, entertainment. What has been your favorite featured show to do?
Hmm.
Or in your top 5? We're not gonna put you on the spot like that. Your top 5. Give us one out of your top 5.
Definitely the Unstoppable Idol. I've been there, goodness, almost 20 weeks now, 20 some odd weeks. I competed in 2 seasons. I judged for 2 seasons. I was an All Stars, and I'll be on All Stars in 2 more weeks.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's dope. All right, y'all. Y'all got the background of Yo Darnell. I'm gonna let itself out the box. We're gonna get to the next special guest. But for y'all that's just joining us, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. That's me. I am your host tonight, and this is a talk show where we bring 4 screamers. Might be your favorite, might not be your favorite, might have never heard of them, but they got a respectful reputation on this app, and they come to give us their true live opinion on certain things. All right, let's get to our next special guest.
Hello.
Well, hello, sweet voice Jay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How's your weekend going?
It's going. It's been a long weekend, but it's going. I made sure I made some time to be on your show. So,
Hey, we definitely appreciate you for that. For me and the Trophy family, sincerely, we thank you. So, productive weekend. You've been very busy.
yeah, I've been busy. I have had some events to attend over the weekend. So, I'm just trying to squeeze everything in over this small period of time. So, I know y'all understand how that works.
Exactly. All right, so Sweet Voice Jay, she's a first timer on the show. It's a pleasure to have her here. So in this world of plenty of fish, scout, and meet me, how did you land in this pond?
Um, so I was introduced to the app from a friend. I started out on the app singing. So that's how I came up with the name Sweet Voice. I was in a few shows, in a few talent shows. Idol was one show. I think I was in Idol for maybe 3 seasons, and I've made it probably like fourth place on one of those seasons. Then from there, I don't sing as much. I may host a talent show every now and then. But mostly now I do topic streams on Friday. So once a week, I'll do a topic stream.
Okay, so when do you typically scream?
So I typically stream Monday through Friday evening. I want to say after 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern, okay.
So at night. And then my topic stream, which is called Tough Conversations, is on Friday. So topics that are geared towards conversations that we tend to avoid.
I like that. And you said that's on Fridays at what time?
Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern.
All right. So, what is your favorite thing about live streaming that keeps you in this community and keeps you coming back, clicking the button or clicking other people's lives? What are your favorite things about this?
I think just learning, constantly getting information or being able to give out information that's valuable to others or something that I can use in my day to day. So just the learning experience of it.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. What is your least favorite thing about live streaming? We're gonna put you on the spot
I think the least favorite.
and be mild about it. The show is featured, so give us your least favorite thing.
Mm,
Okay, we got our first comment from the comments from our brother True King says drama.
drama, yeah, but see, so I'm not a big conflict person, so I tend to kind of avoid some of the drama. So I can agree that is probably what others' experiences are, but I kind of avoid it.
Yours.
See, I don't think so. For mine, the least would probably be just not being able to make everyone stream. Like people that come support me and not being able because my time, I put a lot of time like in my career and outside of the stream. So when I do get on the app, I'm going live. So I guess my thing would be not being able to just be, in other stream as much as I
I
would
like
want.
that. Hey, sweet voice Jay. It's like it's so hard to go to everybody's stream that supports you and that comes to your stream or write out the comments or hold the hearts or gift you. It's so hard to make it to all of those people's lives. So I can relate to that. I really can. As you grow and grow more on this app, you meet thousands. I have people that come back since I had 10,000 diamonds. I've been on here a year and a half. So I can totally
Right.
relate to that.
Hmm.
So I like that. Well, I gotta let her go, y'all. That shit was sweet. Voice Jay for tonight. She gave you some insight. Now we gotta get to the last special guest of the night. Then guess what? We're getting into those topics. We're getting into those topics. So I'm gonna let yourself out the box. If you're not a special guest on the show, do not request the box. You are on a featured show, so do not request the guest box if you're not a part of the show. Dope Chef Jay, what up, bro?
What it do?
What you had going on this weekend?
Man, nothing much. Getting ready for this comedy show next weekend, man. It's going crazy. We got somebody named Just Niche coming into town. She's a comedian. And my group, we're doing a laughs and gas show, of course, Dope Chef. So I'm doing some infused meals for the VIP guests and of course for the comedian and stuff like that. So yeah. So staying busy on that, man, trying to make sure the chef game stay up, up the par.
No, I like that. I like it a lot. All right, all right. You know me, I just got back from camping. Nothing too much, nothing too heavy. I had a good weekend. I actually caught a 40-pound catfish, y'all. About 9:30 at night. I got a picture. I'm gonna probably post it on IG. I caught about 46 fishes in total, though. Went down to some place called Giant Goose Creek, where a bunch of they host the bass tournaments every year in the spring. It's got like 52 lakes. So we had a dope time. Like your name, of course, Dope Chef
I'm
Jay.
there next year.
I missed y'all this weekend, but guess what? We would not miss the show. We got too many dope guests. We all love this show. So for people that don't know you, Dope Chef Jay, you know, strangers to the show, who are you? And what do you got going on in the world of Plenty of Fish, Scout, and Meat?
Oh man, so for people who don't know me on here, yeah, I am Dope Chef Jay. I am a certified chef. You can catch me weekdays, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for the hot box. That's normally what we do, real people, real life, real situations. We just, I don't want a lot of people to just think, dope is because, I'm invested in a lot of cannabis companies and stuff like that. Dope is another name for me. It's driven off of positive energy. If anybody knows me, my energy is crazy. I'm insane. I don't have to rub off of people to make me, feel like I'm the only one that's hype in the room. I'm hype off of life every day. So we got the hot box. And the next week or two, we should be launching Trap Kitchen on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Soul Food Kitchen on Sundays. So we got those coming up. I'm working with my bro right here. He's gonna teach me how to make these some featured shows. Outside of that, man, that's me on this app right here.
I like that. All right, Dope Chef Jay. I'm gonna let you let yourself out the box. Classy's gonna tell us who go first this week. Do the men or the women go first? That's what we need to know, class. And for everybody that's just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. I am your host for this evening. We're finna get into these topics that the guests help pick. Oh my God, is that a jet? Okay, can I get the special guest ladies to request the guest box? That's insane. Thanks, class. Yeah, that's insane. I'm like, is that a jet? All right.
Jeez.
So, since the ladies go first this week, we got to answer one of the men's topics. Okay. And so, let's see what we have here. I like this one. I like the first one for cheating. Why or why not?
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first? It doesn't matter.
I know exactly what I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Miss.
Yeah. I've tried to forgive people before and it's never worked out for me. I don't think that I have it in me anymore. Like, I just don't. Like, when I was younger, I might have said, well, every scenario is different or whatever, but like, I can't. I just can't do it anymore.
In this day and age and where you at in life, it's a no for you. And I respect that, because you said in my younger days, maybe I would have gave it a try, but she said over the course of time and just living life, I don't think that's for me. It's not gonna work for me.
I'm too old.
I like that. You got anything else to add to that before we get to Sweet Voice Jay? Because you still got time.
Yeah, I can agree with Misfit as well. After you go through so much, of dealing with those kind of scenarios, you tend to make sure that you don't allow yourself to be in that kind of space mentally again. I think loyalty is everything, and once you step out on our marriage, on our relationship, you are no longer loyal to our relationship. And I think it's just it's a deal breaker at the end of the day. So I can't, and I know people say, men may cheat from a physical aspect opposed to an emotional aspect, but I think cheating all the way around is just cheating, regardless of which one. It doesn't make a difference. It's still, at that point, it's disloyal.
I like that a lot. I like both y'all answers. So cheating becomes like, that's something that's up there on the spectrum, I think, for a lot of people, right? Like, it's a hard situation to navigate through. Would y'all all agree? Like,
Yeah.
If you love
Yes.
someone, it's you truly love someone. I think cheating is still a hard situation to navigate through. All right, we gotta let the guys answer their own topic. So I'm gonna let y'all stuff out the box. I grab a comment while we got this special guest guys requesting the box. And it comes from True King again. I can forgive, but I would never forget. We couldn't move forward and be together anymore. Let's agree with the ladies. I like that. I like that. We got some like-minded individuals in the chat tonight and on the audience. I like that. I'm interested to see what my guys got to say, though. I'm very interested. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm going to repeat the topic so we can keep it moving along. And we wanted to know, if you truly love someone, could you forgive them for cheating? Why or why not?
I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. Now, in my personal situation, I was cheated on by my wife of 8 years, and she lied about it for a decade. That's 2 years before we got married, which means after her coming clean after a decade, the trust was gone. And if there's no trust, I can't be with you. And
I like that.
I'm no longer with her.
That's deep. And we respect on this show and that's what makes this show great. You're giving us insight from your real, true, raw personal opinion and about your life. So we do take value in you sharing that with us. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but maybe somebody here we could learn through that. So my question would be, did you try to like make it work before you finally cut it off, or did it work? And it's not, and if you don't answer, you don't have to answer, but it's just to give the audience some background on the situation.
If she had been honest at the start, we probably could have worked through it. You know what I mean? But after 10 years of holding down a lie, that means I can't trust the word you say. And if I can't trust you, I can't be with you. That's number one. You know what I mean? Like the ladies say, loyalty, it goes a long way. And if there's no trust, then why even bother? So.
I love that so much. I love that because people often forget. I hear a lot of stuff when I do this show. People often forget, well, it was the beginning of the relationship. That still counted. I was still invested in you. Now you're holding down a 10-year lie. That's just different. All right, Dope Chef Jay, what you got for us?
Like I seen somebody in the comments, I think, and coming from a personal experience, it can be different versions. Regardless, yeah, it can be disloyal or something, but from a personal perspective, someone who had to grow, it's also a discipline. From someone who was addicted to certain things, we act like that's not a mental illness out here. We also had a person named Kirk Franklin who came out and admitted to his wrongdoing of things, because it can be a mental illness. It's not just a choice in certain things. So it's not just a cheating thing. So some people are looking at it as a cheating thing. Some people may be, look, kitty cat and this. And if they not disciplined in their mind and it's an illness, some people are just addicted to sex or in these things of that nature. So I'm speaking that from a personal experience, and then I'm also speaking on it from a personal experience of someone who was cheated on and also understood that that person had a sickness at that time. So I also learned from a hand to hand that we had to go through a communication thing of that situation. Now where I'm at this time of day, I've learned to get over fleshly like things and learn to put that as a discipline in my life. So when it comes to that, my person or my partner has to be equally yoked. And that's the reason why I take my time to get to know someone. Because if that's an illness that someone has,
I like that a lot.
You may need to know that, and you're going to go through that.
Okay. I really don't got no follow-up question for you guys. For real, like I think it was dope. I think what y'all said was self-explanatory and good enough. So I'm gonna grab one quick comment, and then we gotta go into the ladies' topics. We got y'all in the box. Emoji J says, if you're going to cheat on me, just leave me. I mean, plain and simple. He said, if you're going to cheat on me, then just leave him. All right, guys, we gotta go to one of the ladies' topics while we got y'all in the box. What does it take for a man to be emotionally available with a woman that he is dating or pursuing?
Emotionally available, that tends to span a lot of different things: time, energy, effort, attention. That's all included, and nowadays there are people out there that get, like myself, I've got kids, so she's going to be number one, period. You know what I mean? So that automatically takes away from the attention that I'm giving, to someone else. And that person's got to understand, if I'm dating you, you got to understand that there's already a number one. You can't take that spot, unfortunately, but, I can elevate you to another level. So, but you got to understand that all of my time isn't going to be there devoted to you. I got a little one I got to take care of, and she comes first. So
I love that. Being a single parent, I can't give you all my time, but just know I am going to be there. Okay. All right.
Self-care and self-love, man. Self-care and self-love. When it comes from a man's perspective, I'm a diehard Cancer, so emotionally, I'm always there. That's one of the things I become emotionally attached first. I'm one of those types. So we're gonna get that stereotype up out of there first. All men are not like that. Some women are way more or less emotional than men. So we're gonna get that out of there. So when it comes to it, I think it's just like Mr. Darnell said. It's that person's walk of life and where they at. When it comes to me, it's a self-care situation because I know I'm an emotional person. I know I'm a person that's going to give my all. I'm going to make sure I'm an active listener. So I tend to put other people's attention before mine. So the thing when it comes to the self-care and the self-love as a man, I can't love someone the way that they're supposed to be loved until I'm loving myself the way I'm supposed to be loved as a man. So therefore, I can't give my time if I'm building on myself and this we're going to have that. She doesn't understand that I'm going to be emotionally unavailable at times she needs me. It's going to be some type of communication there. So first off, that communication is going to be blocked, and you're going to have those understandings. So that's kind of how I look at those.
I like that. I respect it a lot from both of you guys, how you broke it down, where Darnell went into telling me it's not just one thing, it's a multitude of things, and then started listing them and then start breaking them down for y'all. To Dope Chef Jay took you to both aspects of it. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Well, we got to do now. We got to let the ladies answer their own topic. But guess what we're going to do with that, guys? We're going to give it a twist because they didn't make it a unisex thing. So we're going to make it a unisex thing. And I think we got the answer to that question hidden in the box. All right. Can I get the special guest ladies to request the box again? Let the guys out of the box. We need y'all opinions on your thoughts.
Okay, the question was, how important is it for somebody to be emotionally available?
Oh, I'm going to repeat the question. Did one of y'all come up with this topic, by the way, or no?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, she did.
With all due respect, we want to flip the topic a little bit, just one word. So,
Okay.
what does it take for a woman to be emotionally available for a man when they first start dating him or her?
I think first,
because you came up with the topic, so Ms. Fit would take this one and you would tell us how you came up with that topic, and then you would answer the topic for us. Okay.
I don't know if it's 100% true, but like I think that women are a little bit more emotionally driven. I mean, it's not true completely, like 100%. There's men that are more emotional, and there's, but either way, regardless of the sex, like if somebody isn't ready, then there's only so far it's going to go until it hits like a brick wall, and you're just not going to get any further. So it's like I'd rather know early on. That's me. So that way it's like, okay, fine. You're not ready for it. I understand. I'll go do my thing.
in or out.
You like a person that's upfront and honest. You don't like to play games.
Yes.
You don't like to beat around the bush. If you know you can't be available for me, I think I seen in the comments Mr. King said that I have told women I'm not emotionally available for them. So therefore, you want a guy like that to tell you, hey, I can't do this. I might like you. We can hang out, but for the most part, I cannot be emotionally available for you. We like that. I respect that answer a lot. Okay, Sweet Voice, how did you come up with this topic? And then you can answer the topic for us.
I came up with that topic just based off of my own personal experiences, dating men that have came in my life where they were not emotionally available due to numerous of reasons. Maybe we hadn't established that sense of connection on his end, or maybe he was occupied in a different manner, which is what I typically come across. He's either dating multiple people to the point to where he's not able to be emotionally available with me, or he may be emotionally available with somebody else. But like you said, it's easier said than done when it comes to just saying, I'm not emotionally available. My feelings may be elsewhere, or I may have some other things elsewhere. It is easier said, right? But typically, it may be a bit challenging for some guys or women. So my answer is or my question was kind of based off of my own experiences. And I think I go into my dating life now and these experiences wanting to know, if we are actually being serious, are you going to be emotionally available?
I like that. I liked it a lot. I like how you came up with the topic. I like how you put some thought into it and you gave it from your own personal background and opinion. I love that. Well, at this time, ladies, I gotta let y'all self out the box. We're gonna get to the second half of the show where y'all got 120 seconds to give us your opinion this time, or you might run the risk of getting cut off. Can I have all the special guests to request the box at this point in time? We're gonna put all y'all in the box at this time. We're gonna get it from all y'all. And all I ask is no talking over each other and be respectful to one another while everybody's in the box and we all talk one at a time. All right. And for y'all just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. That's me. I'm your host. I bring some of the most hottest screamers or box partying people or people that just got dope opinions that enjoy the live stream community. They come and give you their opinions and thoughts on this Sunday evening. So make sure you're taking the time, and something that they're saying to you resonates with you, to click their name and fade them, because they all are screamers. Okay. All right. How y'all feel about the first half of the show?
Dope.
I think y'all was stepping.
Good questions too.
Yeah, I like them. Okay, so we left
And
off
I
with
like how they answered.
okay. Let's get back to the men's topic. Now let's see. Let's start with the live stream question, and it's from Yo Darnell, and I like this question. What do you consider to be good content for your average streamer? So Darnell, you have to go last on this one. Then after that, anybody can answer at any given time. But just for this one, you have to go last. So he wants to know, what do you consider to be good content for your average streamer? Not the biggest, not the smallest, but just the average streamer.
Just the average. So when someone's who's first getting on the stream, I'm getting on the app, I think for sure just reading your crowd, reading what kind of people are coming into your stream. I get a lot of men that come into my stream that wants to talk about different things. So I try to provide some kind of content based on scenarios and topics when I can. So I guess for sure, advice is to reach your crowd, read the people that come on the app, that come into your room in particular, and kind of go from there.
I like that. Okay, we're gonna go in order. Misfit should really go last because she's our veteran tie badge of 4 years. But I'm gonna go next with Dope Chef J, and then we're gonna get the Misfit because she's gonna have a lot of insight. And then Yo Darnell tells us how you got the tie. Dope Chef J, what's up? So,
with me, I think it's pretty much what makes good content is, like you said, when you're saying content is when someone is coming to see you, establishing just straight up who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like just being your natural form, your most rare form. Me, I try not to change, I was told like a lot of stuff that I had to try to change and things of this nature, just to make sure I was providing good content, such as the name Dope, because dope is spreaded in such a negative manner. It's only, and because of the hat and stuff like that, but that's one of those things, like I said, once you come into Dope stream, you're going to get to know who Dope is, whether it's not, we're talking about cannabis cultivation, to food, culinary, a lot of stuff. to just positive energy. I'm just myself. And I think that's what gravitates a lot of people to me. It's just, I'm just me. If I feel like turning on the camera and I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna turn on the camera and I'm gonna be the best version of myself in that kitchen.
I think that was well put and well said, just like Sweet Voice Jay. You try to gravitate towards your audience, she said. Try to engage them, see what they want to talk about. Read your audience. Try to be, don't, and like Dope Chef say, don't try to be nobody else. If that's the wrong crowd for you, they'll pass through. But keep being you and being yourself and keep being true to yourself. And the people that's meant to be around you, they're going to come around you and they will stay around you. Okay. All right, Misfit.
I was going to say, I like to consider myself pretty good when it comes to content. And I said, there's not really a lot of like resources out there for live streamers as far as ways to develop it. But it just means like the breakdown of it is how long can somebody hang out in your live before they get bored and they leave. When people have a very, very short attention span. So it's like if you're not doing something, that and on top of it, when you stream consistently every day, guess what? You run out of stuff to talk about.
I agree with
So
totally.
it's the extra when you go to somebody's stream, even if there's somebody that gets gifted heavy on here and is always in the contest and all that stuff, and you go to their stream and it's just them sitting like this and they look at their phone and then look back down and they're like, hey, that's you know what I mean? You're like, okay, okay, now I'm just going about my day, you know what I mean? But if you go to somebody's live and you can spend a good amount, like one of those people where you go, hey, I've been in here for an hour. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. I didn't even realize that's what providing good content is. And I honestly believe when they pick top badges that they have a number. They've never admitted it, never said it, but I think that that's something that they would check
Well,
is to
I
see
don't
how
know if you're
long they
allowed to
have.
say that on this feature show. I don't
What?
want to get you in
It's a
trouble.
theory I have.
But
I never said it was true.
all right, you did it. All right, you did it for the Plenty of Fish team. She got her first cut off. All right, Miss. Quit being mad. All right, yo, Darnell, how did you come up with the topic? And
Well, when I first got started, I came on the app as a gifter, and someone told me, "Hey, you should try live streaming," and I had no idea what I would do. They were like, well, "Why don't you just play your horns?" And so that's how I got started. With finding my niche, finding where I fit in these live stream worlds, and that built into getting more instruments, getting more sound equipment to streaming pretty much a 2-hour concert every day. I come on and I'm playing music the whole time, and we'll have conversations or what have you. But for the most part, my stream is all about live music. So, um, and I wanted to know how other people made their way into the streaming life, like what made them want to be a streamer, what made them want to be a top badge, um, and so on and so forth. So I figured I put that question forward, say, hey, what is good content? What makes it so that people want to come back to your stream?
I love that. I love it. That insight,
7,000 faves later, I'm still here doing it. So
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, back to the ladies' topics at hand. Let's pick one. Do you believe in having a prenup when getting married? Anybody can answer at this point in time. The topic is: do you believe in getting a prenup when getting married?
I believe that depends on your own personal situation. So there are some people that are well off, especially here in the Bay Area. With the app development, teaming people, stuff like that. People who work at Google, Facebook, or what have you. There's some pretty affluent people here, and they might meet somebody that isn't, and might not have as much. But it depends on your own personal situation. So, um, if y'all want a prenup, by all means, go get one. If not, then so be it.
I love that. Yo Darnell said to each his own. We can't categorize it. In my opinion, I'm gonna leave it to the people and be for the people, by the people. I like that a lot. All right. I guess we'll move to Sweet Voice Jay and work our way down up to Dope Chef Jay and then Misfit on this one.
I think it's more prevalent in this day and time because a lot of women and men are pretty much, financially kind of driven. So I think it's way more prevalent. You have those women who are, making more money in the industry, men too, And so I think it, like he also, like I kind of want to piggyback, is circumstantial. I think for sure I wouldn't, just based off of the traditional ways and how I was brought up and people in my family, and what was modeled in front of me. I kind of want to go back to that. So that's just my personal opinion. But I do know in this day and time that it's brought up way more than ever.
I like that. I like that a lot too. All right, dope.
Uh, um, yeah, it's circumstantial. I guess it just depends on the walks of life that people may have. Um, I've learned that in most states, when people are, in my experience, are talking about prenups and stuff, it's because they have kids and assets on the other side of the spectrum that they have to think about. And so, like me, of course, I have kids and family and stuff like that. So, on a spiritual level, I really don't think I would have to. I wouldn't want to. But on a business aspect and on a future standpoint, where it depends on where I'm at in that business and where my kids and their future, it's all possible for sure.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Misfit.
I think everybody, when they're facing that decision, should think about it when they're feeling good. Is this other person, like, do I want to make sure that they are taken care of in the event of something horrible? And so I mean, that's pretty much all it is. So it's like you're just ensuring while you're still in love with this person, you're still da 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 and everything, that they're taken care of and that your kids are taken care of, and then you know what I mean, the house is taken care of. Like it's just an extra step. Like it can't hurt. Can't hurt.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that. All right, we got dope. Chef Jay will go last on this one. This is his topic coming up, so we'll get down to it. He says, "Do you think today's marriage are more business based, personal gain parentheses, or spiritual based parentheses connection?" So he will go last on this one. We'll start with Misfit Renee, work our way down to Sweet Voice J, and then up to Dope Chef J.
I definitely think, and not necessarily business, but I don't think people are as spiritual and as hardcore for religion as they once were. So it might not, I don't think it weighs as heavy as it once upon a time did. I think that anymore it's become a little bit more business like. But like I said, with the prenup, it's just, it is a business, but it's making sure that your assets are taken care of too. So, yeah.
Okay. We got a before we get to Darnell, we got a comment from D'Angelo's Crazy Kiki. She says it's one way nowadays. Instead of all and actually build. Okay. All right, Darnell.
I think it's your upbringing. Those that came up in the church or in spiritual life, I think they tend to be more spiritual versus the business aspect of it. And then there are some that have arranged marriage, and those are definitely business. As far as keeping the family name going, things like that. So it just depends on your upbringing, where you come from. Um, if you come up in the church, if not. If you're having an arranged marriage or what have you. So it just depends on the situation.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Sweet voice Jay.
Um, I would say, yeah, again, even more in this day and time, it is more so of a business. Um, when, you know, typically we were brought up, it was a lot different. Marriage was geared around like the spiritual aspect, instead. And that was what we were brought up on. Now it's more so, what are you bringing and what can I get? And, that kind of mindset, and what am I getting from it? Opposed to true love, which also falls back under spiritual guidance. That's what should lead the marriage, spiritual. But that's just, my personal opinion. If it becomes to the point to where it becomes a business, we got a problem. Um,
Ooh, ooh. Sweet voice, say that again. Say that again.
That's just my opinion.
I like that a lot. Okay. Dope. Dope Chef Jay, how did you come up with this topic? And then tell us your opinion on this topic.
Because I guess I'm just blessed to be in a position like I've learned and grown. Like I'm 37 years old. I got 4 kids, 18 to 4 years old. Been in 5 serious relationships my whole life. And when I call serious relationships, that means I've been in a relationship at least more than 40 years. I've invested some type of time. And that's where my 4 kids came out of. My 2 bonus kids are the ones that's in here. That woman in there, that's my friend, y'all. What I mean through that is like when I looked at those questions, um, it all cycles through every last one of those questions. Uh, was she messing around when we first started talking as friends? Yeah. Was she not honest about it? Yeah.
One second.
Things of this nature.
How they don't know,
So,
he has a girl, I think that's his wife. He openly talks about on his screen. So I like what he's giving us in the raw. So keep going. I just had to give that insight that, your
so
lady.
I understand. I told you guys, I gave you guys my earlier experiences, the cheating, the things of this nature, the person who I was in my 20s. Now I'm the person who, like, if she was if she cheated during the friendship stage. See, we've grown past that stuff, like, and things of this nature. When, like, how Miss Sweet Voice, she was saying, marriages nowadays and stuff, what do you bring to the table and stuff? It's not like how it was through these days where you had the woman that arrived with you, whether you was up or whether you down. You know what I'm saying? I know this one right here, whether I'm up or whether I'm down, she's riding. You feel me? So it's not even, so that's the reason why prenuptials, I'm not even big yet, or this. I found my friend. I found someone in the lane of where I was finding myself and loving myself to the point where it was where I got the chance to choose this person. You know what I'm saying? And so when I chose her as that man, I had to take all the things that came with her at her state of point. So all the little things that she was probably doing, like I said, as a friend, could have still been happening. You see what I'm saying? But that's the things that I'm choosing. So it's not happening. It hasn't been going on. Like I said, we had cell phone conversations. We don't do none of that stuff. Like, that's my friend in there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's trust. It's no prenuptials. It's no nothing. So like you said, like, even if I got big and if in 20 years this didn't happen, if she chose to divorce, guess what? She deserved the piece of that. You know what I'm saying? Because she was in that. She rolled through some of them storms. I'm not worried about no prenups. I'm not worried about all of that stuff. That's stuff that these folks then just programmed and created just to stir up stuff, man. And that's the reason why I'm like, I don't dig it. Like, I really don't even dig just American marriages in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because of how the process goes.
I would hate to cut you off because you was preaching, like, you saying some heavy stuff. And I want to start off by saying, thank you for sharing your personal, relationship and thoughts, because that's dope. Like, that fits you totally. Like Darnell sharing his story, his life. That's what makes the show great. I love y'all for that. All right, we gotta get to the ladies' last topic. And for y'all that's just joining us, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. That's me. I am your host for the night. We got Misfit Renee in the top box. Down below, we got Yo Darnell. And right below, we got Sweet Voice Jay, aka Miss Chocolate right now. Okay? So if something they're saying is resonating with y'all liking their thoughts, their opinions, guess what, guys? They all are screamers. So we should be clicking to start the top, favoring me and favoring them. Right? Clicking their name and favoring them. So yeah, if you're new here and you want to come back, click the star. Make sure you fave me and make sure you fave them so you can go hear their opinions. All right. We're going to get to the ladies' last topic. Chef, he'll get back to joining us. His device might have died. All right. Women want to know, and anybody first, what do men or women believe is their biggest obstacle in finding a long-term partner? Misfit, let's start with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. She just leveled up. I didn't know something was happening on the stream that I couldn't see.
Leveled up. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Say it one more time. I'm sorry. I got distracted.
You are a screamer, Misfit. She said, I got this.
Mm.
I didn't even know she leveled up. Congratulations, Classy. Okay. What do men or women believe is their biggest obstacle in finding a long-term partner?
Finding the right person, I think it takes a lot. Like you can be on certain levels and be okay, and then when you go to progress, it doesn't work. And it's a lot of times with dating sites like this one, the issue is everybody kind of dates everybody. You know what I mean? So it's like when you choose to date somebody on here, there's a very strong chance they've already dated that friend or that friend. And it's to me, it's I don't know. You have those people that like I had friends that they would come and hang out in my life. I'm like, do you have to try to go after every girl in here? Because when you guys don't work out, then she stops going around and then I'm out of friend because of it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
I like that.
yeah, I think it's hard, and I think it's especially hard online. And I think a lot of guys use a widespread message, which is I'm just going to hit up every girl possible. Somebody's bound to say yes, which I mean, it doesn't, from a female perspective, it doesn't make you feel like special. It doesn't make you feel like, it's just, oh, okay, well, he just wants anybody, and it's like, yeah.
I like that. Sweet J kind of hinted on that earlier. Like, I like that she in a previous topic. All right,
Mm,
yo, Darnell.
Uh, some of the biggest obstacles I think happen to be honesty, loyalty, integrity. Integrity is a big thing for me. Doing the right thing when no one is looking. That's an attention to detail as well. So when it comes to like finding that certain someone, it's all about time. You got to take the time to get to know that person, um, in and out. Um, and like I said, integrity is a big thing for me. If you don't have integrity, then you're not going to be able to to go the long run, the distance. You know what I mean? You're here for what do they say? You're here for a short time, not a long time, something like that. So um, those are the qualities I look for when I'm looking for a new partner or what have you. But um,
I like that. I like that a lot. Well said. All right, sweet voice.
I think some of the biggest obstacles nowadays is that people are so willing to quit and give up. I think it's a lot of work to see, if that's the one, if that's your person. And I don't think people want to do the work. They're so quick to move on to the next, you know. And not saying don't ignore red flags, but no one's perfect. And actually just sticking through certain situations. I think for sure the obstacles are we are so quick to just move on. We're so quick to give up. We don't want to put in the work on vetting. So
I like that. I like that. We are quick to give up. We do live in a microwave society where we want it now and right now. And if it ain't working out, uh, I don't want to spoil the next two questions, but I was going. to I like that a lot, though, Sweet J. I like that. All right, Dope. We're gonna have to miss this topic, but whenever he gets the chance, he'll join us and he'll jump back in. Okay.
Well, I couldn't get my
All right.
personal perception.
I like this one right here too. Now I'm gonna get to this one since we based off. What do you like about the way technology changes the dating landscape? FaceTime now, dating sites, live streams. We always talk about the bad in this stuff, okay? Every show. What do y'all like about the good in this stuff? The way technology changed all these things. Before you used to have to go to the mall, go to the grocery store. A friend referred you to someone going out with friends at a local bar, club, hang out downtown. How do you like the way that technology has changed the landscape of dating?
I think COVID helped a lot when we were all stuck at home. Everybody found an outlet to reach out to one another. This app being one of them. Um, like I said, I've made a lot of friends here on this app, and being able to reach out and be a part of somebody else's life, being stuck at home, that was a big thing for me. Especially keeping keeping my sanity as far as, being stuck in the house and not being able to have that interpersonal interaction for a long time. We were all stuck in home for 6 to 8 months, and it was kind of nerve wracking. People get stir crazy, and so to be able to actually reach out and be a part of somebody else's life, um, you know, and not necessarily having to stream yourself, but just be able to see somebody else's who is streaming, live streaming or FaceTime or with Facebook or what have you. So I think it's come a long way, and it's only going to get better. The
I like
Yeah.
interactions that we have are
Yeah.
pretty much day to day now.
I like that. Okay, we're gonna squeeze a comment in. Work hard, sis. I work hard, sisters. I like texting a photo while I'm on the phone. Like being able to send a gift card via text while in full conversation on the phone. The reaction is priceless. The reaction you get is priceless. Okay, sweet voice.
I think it made it a little bit more convenient for some of those people who are not like social inclined, right? You have some people that are introverts, so it made it a lot easier for them to be able to meet. Then you have some people that are just busy, with work, they're unable to get out and have a social life. So being able to meet people on social media created this sense of convenience for certain people. For me, I'm the opposite. I'm an extrovert. I like to be outside. I'm a social bug. So I can typically meet people out, but I see how others can benefit from it.
I like that. Okay. So do you think so? In your opinion, then in that case, do you think it changed for the better or the worse?
I think it changed for the better. I do. In some
Right.
aspects, definitely. Then again, I don't know. I'm gonna play devil's advocate because those, who only rely on social media, right? Like
Yeah.
where they don't go out, they
I do.
don't, do the extra step, right? The extra step. So I guess I could play devil's advocate on it. I guess in both aspects, it can be better for some in some situations than it can create a sense of a challenge.
Okay, I like that. All right, Misfit, what do you got to say about this?
I think that technology has made it so that we get to meet people when they're at their most vulnerable, if that makes sense. See everybody's little slice of life, you know what I mean? Like you get to see people where they're most comfortable and where they're the most vulnerable. So it's like there's a lot of people that have gotten married off this site, 100%. And of course you have to watch out for people, of course, you know what I mean? You have to be cautious. But there are a lot of people that have gotten married off this site. I have a friend that met in my chat 4 years ago.
Wow,
They just got married within the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
I like that. I like that a
So,
lot. Because you did tell us there was a lot of hookups going on in your live at one time. So
oh yeah.
glad to hear about the successful one. You said that in the beginning of the show. I just had to say, so I'm glad to hear about a successful marriage that came out of your live. Okay. Could you
Let me
date,
go and hit you with a fave, Misfit.
could you date someone with a different upbringing than you? Why or why not? Now, that's sort of a broad question. So to reel it in, let's say, I wouldn't even know where to begin about. Let's just answer it from everybody's opinion. Could you date somebody
Absolutely,
with a different upbringing than you?
absolutely. It opens up a whole new world
Yeah,
of where you're
Hold
coming, where they
on.
come from. Definitely.
We can't hear you, Darnell. You gotta speak up a little bit.
My
Okay.
bad. I said I would definitely date someone with a different upbringing than my own. It opens up new worlds, new avenues, and new experiences to my eyes. It's something that I haven't experienced before.
I like that.
yeah.
I like. We often talk about this topic on the stream, and even in feature on during the feature about say that we had different political views, we had different religious views. Say that we was raised with wealth. Say one wasn't. They earned their wealth, but it still wasn't enough. It's all type of different upbringings. I heard. He could have came from the streets, or she could have came from the streets and turned their life around completely a different person. Some people don't date people like that. So this is often a topic that is very interesting. So Sweet Voice Jay, take us away.
Yeah, I can attest to that. So I come from independent mom. So it's good to, experience someone who've had mom and dad, that marriage modeled in front of them. So I can take some of those characteristics and some of those things that they've learned and how the traditional way of being in a relationship and what it looks like. So my personal opinion, I think it would be great to add on when it comes to dating.
I like that. I like that. Okay, Misfit.
I had variety is the spice of life. Like, keeps it interesting, right? You have to have stuff in common, but you also have to have things that aren't in common. Like I said, it helps bring through, conversation. It helps bring through changes within the relationship. It helps like everything. I don't think anybody has any of us like ever dated somebody that had your exact upbringing, like to a T. Like everybody has different, so it would be impossible to even
I've
find.
actually known people that only date within a social class. So
Mm.
I actually known people that since my 15 years of living in Missouri from South Carolina that some people here only date in a social class. So that's just the way of life, I guess, in some cases for some people. But I have met people like that. So it's quite interesting. And this is y'all have been a interesting group of guests. I have to say that. Why I say that is because the last two times we had this topic or a similar topic on this live, everybody was like, no, no. It was like I can't go against my religion. It had some reason why they could not do it. And so for y'all to say y'all all open to it and that it'll be an adventure for you, it'll spice it up, it'll be a new direction. Let's see what's out there. Like I like that a lot. I like that a lot from y'all. Like, cause I never heard that. Okay. All right, we're finna get into I think the last topic, and then we're gonna give a shout out to all y'all about who y'all are again, and like when you typically stream, and what y'all got coming up in the next couple weeks on live stream. Okay. All right. How? Oh no. How long would it take you to feel comfortable moving in with someone you've been dating, and why? Yeah, Miss Sweet J, we're gonna start with you. I like the
Oh,
face.
I can answer first. Let me answer first. So I'm not moving in with anyone that I'm just dating. I can go and get mine out. I wouldn't move in with anyone
Well,
that
let's
I'm
say like
just
y'all
dating.
actually committed. Let's change it. Let's say how long would it take? Because it should have said committed. If you take it that way, so you basically been in a committed relationship with this person. Dating is the wrong word. Okay, how long would it take for you to move in with that person?
Right. So it would. I mean, at this point, we know that we're gonna be together, right? Like we know that this is the end. Like we are, marriage is there. So that the commitment piece, So at that point, then I'm way comfortable if I've already, am in a committed situation. So I'm completely comfortable at that point. Now, as far as a time frame, I mean, it's subjective to everybody. Everyone's different. For me, it definitely would take for us to be in a committed situation to where,
Well,
marriage and all of that is involved
but how long would you
for
be
me
in
to move in. And it's all based off of my personal experience. I can't see myself just shacking up. I don't want to go through that. So
No, I like that, but how long would it initially take you to be in a committed relationship to feel comfortable to move in with somebody? Is that
it
happening in
depends on
3 months,
the
2 weeks? Is that happening like 6 months or a year, 3 years? I mean, we don't know. In your opinion, how long would the vetting process take in a commit to get to the committed relationship to be a part of that? I don't know what happened to it. But I guess we're going to Darnell.
Huh.
We
Well,
lost her.
personally,
Oh,
speaking from my
she's,
personal experience
don't let her
with
finish. She's hold on, Darnell. She's back. We don't
no,
let her.
no, no problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
okay. No, so what I was saying, I don't think I have a certain time frame. I guess, for sure. It just depends on, that person, where we are in our personal situation. So I don't really have a set time frame. It's definitely going to be at the time where we are, in a committed situation.
Okay, I like that because some people they can get married after a day or two, 3 weeks. They can move in after knowing somebody for 3 days. We had this topic often, and I just like to know. And I don't think you can really put a frame on it, but
Yeah.
I think some people do have a time limit on the vetting process before I do feel comfortable moving in with you.
I, mm.
Yo, Darnell.
So personally, for myself, with my ex-wife and in our situation, we had been friends since the early '90s or late '90s, excuse me. Um, and we were in other different relationships or what have you, and it, it came down to a situation where she was not going to have a place to stay, and she needed a place to stay. And so she came to stay with me, and from that we started dating. So um, I think personally, we had moved in together before we even started dating together. She was a roommate before she was my girlfriend, and then she was at that point she became my best friend, and we dated for 6 years, and then I made her my wife. So um, I'm a little bit different than anybody else. I guess I came in bass backwards on that one, but uh, it just depends on your situation. Like Sweet Voice said that if you're not comfortable with them, you're not going to be moving in with them. Period. So,
Hey,
and,
I
and
like
and
that.
you might as well.
I like that a lot, yo, Darnell. All right, we're gonna get one last comment in. Welcome back, Dope Chef Jay. We're gonna repeat the topic after the comment. Loving Life says you can meet someone tomorrow and know it's the one. One of my friends got married in 2 weeks of knowing each other and have been married for 16 years. All right, the topic is this, Dope Chef Jay, for everybody that's just joining us. How long would it take you to feel comfortable moving in with someone you've been dating? And we'll get to you, and then we'll get to Misfit.
Um, from personal experience, I don't think it just depends on the person. Um,
Seems to
my
be
longest relationship of 10 years, we was together for 2 weeks and we were practically staying together. 2 weeks of knowing her and we was together the first week. We chopped it up when the connection was just that crazy. And the next week we couldn't stay away from each other. Next thing you know, we there. My perception is I don't date anyone without having a perception of seeing them as a wife anyway. So I take that chance to try on life anyway. It may not work, it may not, but I'm not gonna be with you with the forms of just like Sweet Voice said, shacking up or anything like that. But it takes time and it just depends on that person. Like you said, if you've known this person as a friend for a couple of years or something like that, and it turned into a relationship, you guys may have an organic relationship to where you know the ins and outs of this person already. So it may happen right off the bat. This person may say, "Hey, I'm gonna marry you on the spot, lady." I've seen that happen before, where a man, he was in the church, he's been married for 47 years now. He's seen this woman in the church, and they said that from that day he was going to marry her. 2 days later, they got married, and they've been married for 47 years since. So, and they were staying together, things of this nature. He was in the military, so the second they got married. Her life changed.
I like
And
that. All right, I like that. I like that. Thank you for sharing that with us, Misfit.
Well, I'm a mom, so I said like that's always first, like regardless. When I was younger and like dating, I feel like I was more like impatient and I wanted to just hurry it up and feel comfortable and oh yeah, it'll be fine, and like you ignore stuff when you do that. So I feel like after you go through a certain amount of stuff, you learn how to guard your heart like a little bit better until and you're not so quick to just open up to everybody easily because your brain tells you no. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean,
I like
I
that,
feel
and I
like
like.
when I was younger it would have been
Yeah,
a lot shorter of a time frame than we would be dealing with now.
I like that. All right, this has been. We have ended the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. These are your special guests for tonight. They're going to tell us what they got coming up in the next 2 weeks, where you can catch them and find them if you like them. All right, Misfit. We'll start with you and go down to Darnell and end with Jay.
Okay, the 21st is my 4-year top badge anniversary, so I'm very excited about that one. 4 years, it's crazy. I am right under 100,000 faves, so if you haven't favorited me, put a favorite on me because I'm only 90 people away. Every Tuesday I do Tattoo Fail Tuesday. Every Friday I do Fashion Fail Friday with the avant-garde fashion stuff, and I have the best time. I have the best time. I do something different every single day of the week. Keep an eye out for me because I said I have so much fun on live.
I like that.
You know.
Okay. Yo, Darnell.
The day after that is my 44th birthday stream. Wow, I'm getting up there. um, I will be 44 on the 22nd, and I'm gonna
What time is
stream,
what
throw a
time is
little concert here, and then get ready for the Unstoppable Idol All Stars, which I will be participating in 2 weeks.
what time is your birthday stream?
It'll be I have rehearsal from 1 to 4 that day Pacific time. I'll be streaming that rehearsal, and then I'll come home and do my birthday stream.
What time is that though? For Eastern, for Pacific.
About 6 Pacific. So what is that? 9 Eastern.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know. All right. And happy early birthday. All right, Miss
Thank you.
Chocolate Sweet Voice.
So I have a Halloween auction it's timeless, top badge timeless. That is the 29th at 8 p.m. at 8:35 p.m. Eastern. So I will be in costume. I don't know what I'm gonna be yet. It's gonna be a surprise. And then I also have my tough conversations on Friday. So if you enjoy good conversation, we typically talk about topics that people tend to avoid. So we talk a little bit about a lot of stuff, and everybody provides some kind of insight. And that's 2 p.m. Eastern on Friday.
I like that. Okay, Dope Chef Jay.
Cool. Well, as usual, I'll be tapped in Monday through Fridays for the hot box as usual, 10 to 1 Central Standard Time. I have my very first auction coming up with Mr. Amos Sharks out here. He's having a Halloween auction on the 26th. I go on at 9:39. So this is my first actual auction. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm looking forward over the next 2 weeks launching the official Trap Kitchen on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all be looking out for that. Good food, good times, and good people. So
I like that a lot. All right. Well, that's your special guest, Miss Sweet Voice J, Yo Darnell, Chef J, Miss Renee. Y'all did great. It's been a pleasure. Y'all can let yourself out the box. We're gonna start the after show where we let the guests and everybody else chime in. If you want to be a part, you can just stay in, like Jay do all the time. So I'm gonna have my admins jump in, and we're gonna get started with the after show and all the friends and everybody else. So as soon as Classy get in, her Dope Chef and whoever else want to get in with them, we'll take it away and start the after show. I know Work Hard probably going to slide into.
one day you're going to let me tell my app story on how I met my 4-year love, okay?
Oh, I'm going to let you tell that one day featured. Don't worry about it. All right, y'all. I have to go check on the puppy. Classy is moderating.